Hi, my name is Clair Sirofchuck. I'm a junior English and Studio Art double major at Saint Vincent College, and I was asked to share a little bit about what life in Christ means for me. And so, as I was thinking about this question and thinking about how I might talk about it, I started to wonder, life in Christ for, at least I think, for a college student, especially a young college student, is so drastically different from what life in Christ might look like for somebody who is already in their set vocation and set profession. So maybe, once you graduate, you might get married, you might join a religious order, and within those types of vocations, you're going to have your set profession, whether that's being just a wife and a mother, whether that's being like a lawyer or a doctor or an artist or a writer or editor, or all those different things that you could possibly be. You kind of know that, okay, I'm here, this is how I'm going to serve God because this is what I'm doing in my life, this is my life. And right now, obviously, we're still living, but it's not the same as if we already knew, what we're going to do. So I find that my life in Christ right now is very much focused on where I'm going to go. So all of my prayers are kind of monopolized by this question, like, Lord, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to be married? Do you want me to be a wife and a mother? Do you want me to become a religious sister? Do you want me to be a single layperson consecrated to you? And then within that, I start thinking about, do you want me to even be a writer and illustrator like I really am dreaming about becoming? So my prayer time is always praying these things and asking God and wondering. And within that, I think life in Christ has come to mean for me this sort of dependency on God. Because I don't know where I'm going. I'm living in this uncertainty right now that I think everybody can relate to no matter what their profession right now. Because we're in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. With the coronavirus, I think everyone is starting to realize that we don't know what's going to happen this year. We didn't know that the coronavirus was going to happen last year. So for us, this is a big time of not knowing. And in that, I think there's this beautiful invitation with the not knowing, with the uncertainty, just to ask God, look, God, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have control, and I want you to take care of me. When the coronavirus pandemic started and we were all sent home from college, everybody was grieving the loss of college, and I was really grieving the loss of control. I couldn't control when I could see my friends next. I couldn't control what was happening at home, or being stuck at home for so long. It was really hard. And through that, I started developing a little bit of a prayer routine, which has its ups and downs like everybody's does. And in those prayers, I would always ask God, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with this day, So when I wake up in the morning, part of my life in Christ involves starting the day off with a prayer. And lately, I've been starting before I even get out of bed. I'll give him my day and I'll ask him to make it fruitful for him. Specifically that whatever he wants me to do in that day, whoever he wants me to talk to, whoever he wants me to reach out to, whatever tasks I need to get done for the day. I think we can all relate as college students that we have an overwhelming boatload of things to do. And especially when we get back to college and start our college schedules again, everything that we do in life is kind of dictated by when our classes are and when we have exams and all of that. So just being able to say, look, God, I don't have control. I don't know how to do any of this on my own. But if you help me, if you show me what you want me to do, then I know my day is going to be great because you're guiding it. For me, I'm a very visual person. And so to think about depending on God, I usually try to picture myself as this little tiny toddler, which isn't that hard. I'm only 5 feet tall. So but I picture myself holding on to God's hand and just letting him walk me through the day. So any day that I feel overwhelmed, if I can get to that point where I think God's going to take care of me, and I know that God's going to take care of me, the day just becomes so beautiful. And in that dependency, I find if I constantly take time throughout the day just to ask God, what do you want me to do next? Or to ask God to bless my work, or to ask God to take care of me through an assignment, it just becomes so beautiful because I'm not on my own anymore. I'm depending on God. So I invite you today to think about, as we start preparing for this coming semester, as we start working through this coming semester, think about just inviting God into every aspect of your semester and of your life, whether it's friendships, relationships, an exam you're really not excited about or really worried for, the littlest tiny details of our lives, even like what you're gonna wear in the morning if you get nervous about that. Just ask God, like, what should I wear? Ask God to help you and be with you in everything, because He is our Father and He will take care of us just like a true Father would. God bless you.